and it does so by jumping into the fur of one of the kids' dogs, and I'm starting to itch now even talking about it. By the end of this movie, I was actually scratching so hard. Legends, welcome along to another review here in Coins Age Media. I am your host, Rodney Stewart. We're getting into another little gem from the Laurel and Hardy box set. This is the last disc, disc 21. A load of Hal Roach classics on this one. This is just kind of, we've got 21 discs worth in this box set. This is kind of closing it off. It finishes, the very last one is going to be a tribute to the boys. So we're getting some stuff here that's connected to Laurel and Hardy, but they're not all Laurel and Hardy shorts. This is Thundering Fleas from 1926. And yes, Oliver Hardy is in this film in a small role as a policeman. And that's the first film that I can recall in the box set. Now, I could be totally wrong here. But this one here is the first one where he is actually credited as Oliver Babe Hardy. Now, I can't recall, like, Babe, we all know what was his nickname. But I can't recall any other films where that is the case, if he's actually credited as Oliver Babe Hardy. So if I am wrong, let me know in the comments below. But that's all the Hal Roach movies in this box set. Like, there's a ton of other stuff that they did outside of the Hal Roach ones, but yes, we're just sticking to them for this box set for now anyway. This one here is actually a brilliant little film. Now, the Little Rascals was just a bunch of kids and slapstick movies, and this one here, basically, there's one of the girls, her older sisters, get married, and they decide to have their own little play wedding at the start of the movie, and that leads into, there's a lot of random stuff that happens in this movie that isn't really connected to the bigger picture, but eventually we come across this guy. It's got a flea circus, and there's some early animation mixed in with live action in this movie. So well done for the year the movie came out. And basically this trained flea that he has, decides it wants to escape, and it does so by jumping into the fur of one of the kids' dogs. And I'm starting to itch now even talking about it. By the end of this movie, I was actually scratching so hard. Eventually, Laurel and Hardy, Oliver Hardy turns up as a policeman, and he gets infested with fleas from this dog. It eventually ends up getting all the fleas from the circus, and the guy that owns the flea circus tells the kids, if you can find my trained flea, I'll give you $1. So off they go, and they start rounding up all the fleas they can. So by the end of this movie, the big wedding scene, the dog and the kids turn up, and the dog gets shaken, as dogs do, and it's spreading fleas all over the place. And then all the fleas the kids have collected up to this point in a glass jar gets broken as well, and everybody in the wedding party gets infested by fleas. Now, there's a load of familiar faces in this movie. James Finlayson is in there as the minister that's conducting the wedding ceremony, and he is absolutely brilliant in this movie. Yes, there's not much more to say than that. That's pretty much the crux of the whole film right there. This flea circus, fleas escape, attack this wedding, and the finishing sequence on it, there's a statue across the street from where these kids live at, and the dog shakes below it, and it comes to life and starts scratching, and the film closes out there. Now, I know this is a very swift review, but I was just looking at my battery on the camera here. It's going to croak any second, so I wanted to get this done as quick as I could. I'm doing a few reviews back to back here, and we're going to finish this Laurel and Hardy box set off in the next couple of days, so definitely go check out the box set and Thundering Fleas with the Little Rascals. I enjoyed this so much more than I thought I would.